Oh, hi, I am an artist. And my goal is financial security for my art. And for the longest time ever, I thought that something like YouTube could be the way to achieve that goal. Like, making money while doing what you love to do. Isn't that the dream? And at the time, I was also, unemployed, so having quite a lot of free time on my hands. So I thought to myself, why didn't I give that a go? And I began to try to make it on social medias by first trying to post consistently, because that was the strategy back then, like posting on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, the trial. And at this point, it was mostly just shorts. Like I even had a little schedule for each week, and then that period lasted about a year, and that didn't really work for me. So I tried another thing, doing a posting every day for 100 days challenge with some mushroom. And that was where my obsession with mushroom began, by the way. And I thought that I could make it into a long form YouTube video too, because like a video with the title "I'm doing something extreme for 100 days," that sounds like it would do good on YouTube, isn't it? Like, yeah. But well, as you can see on my channel, that video hasn't come out yet because, well, painting and posting every single day at the same time can be a great recipe for wearing you out. But good news, I did successfully finish the challenge. And bad news, it didn't do much for my social media career, though, like the whole point why I decided to do that in the first place. But I wasn't done. Oh no. I thought again, doing a monthly art challenge sounded like a good way to gather some attention online, which technically wasn't wrong. I was just late for that for about 10 years or so. So that was the reason why I did my Mer Creatures designing challenge for mermaid, which I have to say that I was and I still am very proud of all the creatures I managed to come up with. But behind all of those was a lot of blood. No, actually, well, there was actually no blood, but a lot of sweat and tears, and not a lot of hair left. And oh boy, especially a lot of tears. Like essentially, I drew some of the creatures with my whole face just soaked with tears, which, considering I was painting underwater creatures, was quite an immersive experience, I would say. But how about the social media side thing, you might ask? Well, nothing really happened. And that's when I learned one lesson the hard way, is that effort does not always guarantee result. And well, not exactly true, like depending on what kind of result we are talking about, but that's a topic for another day though, so yeah. So you may think, at this point, 1.5 of a year of trying to make it on social medias later, shouldn't you consider giving up already? But no. I still have another trick up on my non-existent sleeve, because it was the summer back then and I had to wear tank top 24/7 in order to survive the heat in Vietnam, And that trick was my I don't understand jelly, so I studied it for 2 hours videos, which was a big hit for a channel of my size at the time. So for the very first time on this journey, I saw hope, which in hindsight may be more like a bit than anything, but anyway, I saw a sliver of hope and I started to post long form videos on a weekly basis. And soon after that, an even bigger sliver of hope appeared. My glass jellyfish video blew up, like insanely massively. So my dream of making money while making art on social media finally felt like something achievable. And because of this, I decided to give myself 1 year to try to reach monetization on YouTube, which was 4,000 hours of watch time for long form videos, or a tons of views on short. And of course, my goal was the 4,000 hours because I couldn't even fathom how many views that was for a short, Fast forward to February of this year, a huge news, ladies and gentlemen, and all the noble people in between. I reached 4,000 hours. I was finally able to monetize my videos. And it was even faster than I was ever intended, 1 year. I gave myself 1 year. And oh my god, Like, what a great good news, isn't it? Like, from now on, everything should be much smoother than this, right? Like, if anything, my videos now could make me some money, like something I couldn't even dream of before, So everything should be better, right? Right? So if things did go well, then this video wouldn't even exist. And I think you can vaguely sense it if you watch my stuff regularly. But yeah, my number is not the best and consistent. Well, actually, it is more consistent these past few weeks, before that. And also, by the way, please don't take this the wrong way. Like, this is not me complaining. I really appreciate every single person that chose to watch my video. Like, all the views, all the comments, I truly really appreciate them. I really do. But it's just that in reality, this kind of number on my channel is not really enough for me to get paid regularly. And for anyone who doesn't know, YouTube will pay creators when the money reaches a threshold of $100. And well, I don't know why I'm feeling so much shame over this, but for the whole period I was able to monetize my channel, which is about 8 months now. I got paid twice. Yeah, which is nothing to scoff at, actually. Like, definitely much better than none, But once again, getting paid twice in 8 months is quite far away from my goal of financial security for my art. And also, by the way, don't even let me start on taxes and also bank fees. Oh my god. But anyway, because I really want to make this YouTube thing work and make some consistent money from it, I stress a lot about my views and numbers. I know that is not healthy and that is not good at all, but I cannot help but do that every single time I post a new videos. And I do try a lot of mental gymnastics to let it not affect me as much. And trust me, surviving this far into this journey, I have quite a lot of tricks for that up on my short sleeve. Because it's autumn in Vietnam now, by the way. It's about to get a little bit more chilly over here. But I think I reached my breaking point when my Q&A video got like 15 views in like almost an hour or something, which for anyone who doesn't know, that is very low, like way below my average. And yes, it did break me a little bit, but at the same time, it also kinda slapped me awake from my dream of financial security from social medias. And for the first time in a long time, I finally sat down and seriously asked myself, is this something possible? Can you see a day when your views are consistent enough for regular monthly income? How many more 15 views like this could you endure? Like, maybe you can, but what about your hair follicles? Have you thought about them yet? I don't think we want to be bold this early on our journey on Earth, And the answer to all of those questions is no, it's not. I can't. And maybe I have another 15 views in me, but I don't want to risk my hair follicles. So the solutions, since I get this threat about view and number because I try to make this my main income source, so of course the solution would be cut the income part out of the YouTube. And no, it is not cut the YouTube out of my life. I have put countless hours and effort into this channel. I am very attached to this, and I am not ready to let it go anytime soon, so don't worry about that. But how about the income part then? Well, if possible, I would love to grow them on trees or something, but I have a not so green thumb, so maybe that's an even worse option than YouTube. But anyway, I do have to go find jobs now. That means I couldn't release videos as regular as this anymore because of time. So the new schedule in the future will be one video every other week, still on Tuesday, by the way. And the new schedule will come into effect next month from November 2025. And originally I planned to start it from the last week of October, but since it's the season for spooky, scary stuff, I will make a small video next week celebrating Halloween. It won't be long and won't be voice over, just a tiny time lapse of some hopefully cool scary art. just like this cake you have been watching the whole time here. Hope you enjoy that one too, by the way. And then next month it will officially be the new schedule. So the first video under that schedule will be on November 10th. Yeah, it should be like that. Anyway, that's the video for this week. Thank you so much for watching and also listening, because making this video is really quite therapeutic for me. Hope you have a great day/night ahead, and see you next week, and then next month with the new schedule.